Why did Qatar treat Trump like a king? The $400 million question asterisk. Why would a tiny desert nation treat a US president like royalty? Let's talk about Qatar and a mysterious $400 million. That stirred up a storm of questions. In 2017, Qatar found itself under siege politically, not militarily. Its neighbors, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Bahrain, and Egypt, launched a blockade, cutting off trade, airspace, and diplomatic ties. Their accusation: that Qatar was supporting terrorism and cozying up to Iran. And here's the twist: President Trump initially backed the blockade, echoing Saudi talking points. That put Qatar in a very dangerous position. It was isolated, outnumbered, and needed powerful allies fast. So what did Qatar do? It didn't panic. It pivoted. It launched a multi-million-dollar lobbying blitz in Washington. They targeted think tanks, media, and even the people closest to Trump. They sponsored events, bought real estate, and began forming personal connections with key Trump allies. And then came the bombshell. Reports of a $400 million payment tied to business figures in Trump's orbit. It wasn't a direct payment to Trump himself, but it raised red flags, especially since the Trump administration suddenly changed its tune. Qatar went from being part of the problem to being a critical partner in the region. Was this just a coincidence? Or was it strategic influence at work? Qatar also signed major defense deals with the US, pledged billions in American infrastructure, and emphasized its role in fighting terrorism. A rebranding campaign that seemed to work overnight. Critics argue this was a classic case of pay-to-play diplomacy, for sale to the highest bidder. Supporters say Qatar was just doing what any smart nation would do to protect its sovereignty. What makes this story so intriguing is not just the money, but the timing. Why did attitudes shift so quickly? And why did Trump, who was known for being unpredictable and fiercely loyal to his gut instincts, suddenly embrace a country he once criticized? To this day, the details remain murky. Some investigations were launched, but nothing definitive ever stuck. No charges. No smoking gun. Just a trail of headlines, lobbyist contracts, and strategic photo-ops. But one thing is clear: in the world of geopolitics, loyalty is often for sale. And influence, especially in Washington, comes at a steep price. So when you hear that Qatar treated Trump like a king, maybe it wasn't just about hospitality. Maybe it was about survival.